Hello everybody, my name is Ryan and I am the King of Booty Fab, and today's kind of a short video because everything that could go wrong went wrong. I already filmed what I can film for this. I haven't had the greatest couple of days. The tools aren't cooperating. Do not breathe fire extinguisher. It sucks, it's horrible. I'm going to be paying for this for a long time. But thankful we have them. I'll show you what I got going on. It's not a whole lot, but got to stay in the algorithm. YouTube doesn't like me very much right now. So, that being said, we're going to check out a little bit of progress on the power hammer. I'm going to mute it because I had music playing in the shop, but I got something to cover it up, and tell me what you think. If you enjoy this after the video, like, share it. If you want to follow along, the next couple of videos are going to get way cooler because I have some amazing projects I've been itching to show off. I think I finally can. If you want to see that, and you want to see the rest of the power hammer and everything else I got going on, subscribe, click the alert bell. If you should go back through the old projects too. I mean, English wheel and bead roller, and I've built some cool stuff. I've built some cool stuff with Dustin. There's always something going on, but give me a comment, do the whole YouTube thing. I don't know, I just like to talk to you guys, and I'm really trying to get on top of it again. Man, everything's just hectic. So thank you so much for hanging out. Check out this short montage of stuff, and I'll talk to you again in a couple minutes. So, picking away at stuff. When I said this all had to be trued up, I basically just went over and grabbed a 4-foot level, and ran it from the top down. So you can see, I'm going to take out from basically nothing here down to there, and up top was that Sharpie mark. And that'll give me a true level spot. I'm going to get this all burned together just in case anything moves, because as you weld this, it's going to do its thing. But that's kind of my reference. Grab some more of the box tube. Got a 10-inch piece. This is going to be my lower anvil, tool post, whatever. That's going to go like that. That gives me room for a brace on the bottom. And up top, got another piece. This is 15 inches. Left 5 3/4 here because I'm going to have a plate top and bottom. I want them inset a little bit. That's going to house a 6-inch long piece of 2-inch quarter wall DOM. That's going to be my sleeve for my shaft. It'll have the bushings in it. Notched it out because I need the depth for my mechanism. There's going to be an oval slot there, and then some threaded spots here for tighteners, clamps, whatever, my fancy spring hangers. And then on the front, that's where my dial will be to move that back and forth to adjust my stroke. Push rod will come out the top, but that is basically going to mount, that level there will mount there. And when it all goes together, the plan is, when this all goes together, that has to be level to that. We want it perfectly vertical ideally, but the biggest thing is making sure that that is perfectly in line with that. I'll clamp up some angle or whatever I got to do, but make sure they're in line, and that way the tool posts, everything lines up. We want it hitting straight on. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. This is just tacked up so I can reference it, and I got to weld it in proper. I've got to grind out. I pop the tacks off, and I got to grind out these seams up top just so I have room for my thrust washers on either side. But yeah, that's the visual. That's going to go there. There'll be a pulley block right about there, which will have my eccentric crankshaft. The motor will mount back here with a belt that goes up to there. It's humming along. We're not getting all in one video. I'll do that later, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. Maybe make some more sparks. Oh, we've been working all day. Now it's my time. So Dustin was nice enough to cut me out a bunch of brackets. If you were looking at my cartoon drawings, you'd recognize some of these. This is my pivot point that's going to end up on a piece of DOM and adjustable. This is an outer plate for the upper power head. That's where the DOM tube goes in the lower end of the power head. That's a washer to go on the inside, shackle that drives to the bracket, which goes on top of the shaft, the push rod that goes out to the pulley. Like, this is a bunch of stuff that I need to assemble this all. So basically, I'm just going to clean this all up and try to make a little headway on it, because, yeah, I go stir crazy at night and watch TV, and this is more productive.
He pulls up, tape on his boots, shop light halo in his eyes. You toss a sketch on a greasy bench, he just laughs, says watch it come alive. Oh yeah. From a scribble on a napkin to sparks in the dark, you feel the floor start shaking as he hits that start. He's the king of booty fab, taking your ideas and mine. We could grind welded straight from a cut design. If you can dream it, he'll bend that steel till the wild in your head comes real. King of booty fab, yeah, he makes it real. Metal dust on his old band tee, coffee cold by the sliding door. You say just one more little change, he shrugs. I've done harder before. Hey! From a line on a laptop to heat in your hands, you hear the grinder singing while the blueprint stands. He's the king of booty fab, taking your ideas and mine. We could grind welded straight from a cat design. If you can dream it, he'll bend that steel till the wild in your head comes real. King of booty fab, yeah, he makes it real. Late nights, red eyes, he don't quit. He refines every edge, every angle till that vision aligns. Where the sparks hit the floor, man, that's where you decide if you're riding with the king. Better buckle up and ride. He's a king of booty fab, taking your ideas and mine. We could grind weld it straight from a cat design. If you can dream it, he'll bend that steel till the wild in your head comes real. King of booty fab, yeah, he makes it real. If you're feeling this right, like, comment,
You ever have just one of those epic level bad days? This is just one of them. I've been down here for, man, I don't know, 12 days-ish. Let's go with 12 days. Sorry. I caught a face full of fire extinguisher dust last night. It's doing some really bad things to my sinuses. So I was struggling to work last night and trying to do some stuff tonight, but turns out every battery is dead. The drill bit's not sharp. The reamer, well, the drill doesn't have the power to push the reamer. Can't fire up the die grinder because it's late and it'll make a racket and we don't need the neighbors upset. So yeah, let me show you here. So this is kind of where I'm at. Obviously I got the lower tube. Excuse me. Oh, my apologies. I'm not starting over because this is happening all day. My sinuses took a real bad beating. So we've got the tube in. This will get 2 bushings and then a linear shaft, but this is all lined up in the tube. Got this all welded up. This will be the adjustment for, it'll be the stroke adjustment slot. So this will be inside of there, pivoting with these. Now, I would weld these on, but I was gonna die grind it out and I didn't get it done before it was too late. But that's ready for the bushing. I've got an inner piece that's just an oval, so this will all get sandwiched. Dustin asked me what I was doing with it and if he could TIG weld it. So probably let him TIG weld like that. See how much we can get of that oval in the middle. This, I'm gonna cut this slot out after this is welded. Same with that hole. That hole will get either a nut on the back side or, I don't know, or threaded or something. But for the M10 handles, to tighten it down so that it doesn't walk back and forth. Still needs a hole up here for the adjustment wheel, but we'll get there. This will be the push rod. That's the rocker arm. Yeah, at this point, I got batteries scattered everywhere. I got welders. We've been working like mad, but yeah, that's just where I'm at. So, where am I going? Oh, really good buddy of mine, Doug. He did the music. I've been talking to him for a while about wanting music to go in the video, and I got a serious hate for AI, I'll say that up front, but the song cracks me up. I may end up using it in the videos. Everybody that I played it for really likes it, so my nephews love it, my kids love it. I've cranked it in the car. I think it's hilarious. Can't take yourself too seriously. Life is too serious as it is. Yeah, but tell me what you think. I want to do like a fancy intro and, you know, like a professional, I don't know, like a TV show. It's my theme song now. So tell me what you think. Thanks for tuning in, even though this video is short and it's horrible and this is just life. We're hoping that our paperwork goes into insurance this week, which means we might actually be able to make some headway on the house. I am packing up in the morning and heading home. I got a couple of projects that we've been working like mad on that I'm just waiting on permission to be able to post them. So I have a surplus of videos coming soon. Some really cool stuff that I'm proud of. Yeah, so that is coming. Just bear with me. I wouldn't even post this, except I really need to get back into the algorithm. So do me a favor. If you enjoyed this or you enjoyed the video or whatever, if you don't mind, if you enjoyed it, click the like button. You know, if you want to follow along for the rest of the Power Hammer and everything that's coming up, subscribe, click the alert bell, drop me a comment down below, do the whole YouTube thing. I seriously appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll tell you what, I will see you next week.